The NBA season is a long one, and after a few weeks, there are some trends that have stood out to me that make me wonder, is this legit or not? In this video, I will be giving you 5 early NBA season questions. What's poppin' peeps? Welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for stopping by. It honestly means a lot that you have clicked on this video. Before we get further into this, however, be sure to subscribe with those bell notifications on so you do not miss a single upload. Without further ado, let's get into this. To start things off, is Anthony Davis going to win the MVP? The Bro finally got what he wanted. One of the biggest storylines of last season was Anthony Davis' trade request. It fell through during the season, dragged the Lakers' young players through the mud, and opened Davis up to newfound criticism. None of that matters now. The Lakers have Anthony Davis, and the Pelicans have their core of the future. The 6-time All-Star is posting some silly numbers. He's averaging 26.6 points, 10.9 rebounds, 2.7 assists, and 3 blocks with 13.5 free throw attempts per game. That last number is something to keep an eye on. His attempts from the line have been inflated by his 27 free throws against the Grizzlies, but double-digit free throw attempts are sustainable from him. His performance was legendary. He scored 40 points and grabbed 20 rebounds in just 31 minutes, the first time a player has posted a 40-20 game in 31 minutes or less since the 1954-55 season. James has made a concerted effort to get Davis involved, and it has shown. Through the first few games, Davis is posting a career high in the usage rate at 34.6%. If the Lakers finish up in the top 3 and Davis continues his onslaught, he is definitely my pick to take the MVP. Will the Harden/Westbrook combo work? Houston Rockets fans found themselves in quite a strange place over the summer. For about 3 years now, there has been a not-so-friendly debate going on between the Rockets and Thunder fans about which player, Harden or Westbrook, was better. The fact that both players were legitimate MVP contenders just made the matter more tenuous. Despite the fan bases being at odds, the two players remained friends. Both guys became close during their time together at Oklahoma City, where they formed a young Big Three with Kevin Durant. The two dynastic guards have experienced what it's like to lead a team on their own, and now we get to see them in the same NBA uniform again. Will the Warriors be bad all season? The early returns couldn't be any worse. Early in the season, the Warriors have had some losses. A 19-point loss to the Clippers, a 28-point loss to the Thunder, and an 11-point loss to the Suns. A game that was not as close as the final score would indicate. Not to mention, Stephen Curry broke his hand in that Suns game. He'll be out at least a couple of months, and that just makes things come to a very bad time. The Dubs are 28th in opponents' points per game and dead last in defensive efficiency. Their defensive issues are going to remain because they're either relying on either really young guys or guys who are flat out bad at defense. Is Karl Anthony Towns the new 7-foot Stephen Curry? It's taken a while, and I'm so thankful that the moment is finally here. Karl Anthony Towns finally has a coach who has implemented a system that is predicated on maximizing their best players' skills. Karl Anthony has made the most of his newfound freedom. The 2-time All-Star is killing it so far. He's averaging 26.8 points, 11.8 rebounds, 3.6 assists, 1.8 blocks, and 2 steals per game currently. I mean, wow. Not to mention his shooting numbers is 46.7% currently on threes. The unleashing of Karl Anthony comes in more ways than just looking at raw stats. Half of his field goal attempts are coming from the 3-point line, and he's shooting 62% currently on the pull-up threes. Just as impressive has been the fact that 40% of his field goals are unassisted. And finally, do the Raptors have a good enough team to make it out of the East? Let me start by congratulating the Toronto Raptors fans. I personally feel they have the right to celebrate that title for another 5 years, honestly. With that being said, I'm going to say some not so nice things about my expectations for their season. The Raptors are off to a great start. At the time that I am uploading this video, which it will probably change by the time you guys see this video. They are 5-2 and currently 5th in the East. Pascal Siakam has played like a man amongst boys. He's averaging a staggering 28 points per game on 51% shooting from the field at the time of this video. Kyle Lowry looks superb, but this Raptors team doesn't have the same ceiling it had a year ago. And through their first 7 games, 5 victories came against teams expected to finish towards the bottom of the playoff picture or out of it entirely. The only teams they have lost to is the Boston Celtics, and the Milwaukee Bucks are projected to finish at the top of the conference. I'm just not thinking that the Raptors are going to do too well this season, but again, this is at the time that this video is uploaded. It could change later in the season. That is it for the video, guys. If you have any early season predictions, be sure to comment them below. But this is currently like the top things that are currently buzzing around, so this stuff could change at any time pretty much. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you've made it this far, I really appreciate it. Remember to subscribe with those bell notifications on. I'd highly appreciate that. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.